Good rising, brethren. This is Big Judah, Gunnigas, California. Before I begin, give all praises to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the Earthly Mother, who is wisdom, who is the Holy Spirit. Acknowledge Yahweh Shai. I pray that the Most High blesses this lesson this evening, gives more knowledge and understanding of the events of the past, in order to understand events that are currently happening on the earth. So we get a much better understanding of things that are soon to come on the earth. Brethren, we're going to jump into the two seeds of Genesis 3:15. The last night, Most High kind of put it on me to get back into this book, letting me know that this is the key to a lot of this new information that we've been given. So I have one little couple paragraphs or a paragraph here I wanted to share with you, where you can see how this information about England, Ireland, and Europe, just the importance of knowing that the original people were our people. Of course, there's going to be some probably other people mixed in and mingled in, things like that. They were talking about Baal worship even going on over there in the islands of Britain and Ireland. Ham and, as Israelites were always mixed in. So would it make sense that we'd be mixed in also over there in those lands as well? But see, in this book, it got certain books that are just like almost impossible to get your hands on. Or if they do make PDFs, they take out a lot of information, take out chapters, take out pages. So you don't get the full understanding. Or they bring out new editions that have information changed or taken out. That's why the first editions of a lot of these books are so valuable and so important. Let's check this out really fast. You're going to see something real quick that kind of helps with the wheat and the tares and how they show up and the order that they show up. It's very important. So the two seeds of Genesis 3:15. Show you guys what the Most High showed me. We're going to concentrate on Matthew 13:29. Okay? Right here. But he said, "Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them." It says Jesus Christ makes a profound conclusion. The good seed and the evil seed, both the wheat and the tares, will be found growing together. Now, we all know that. We're all going to be found growing up together because everything's all mixed in. This is why you can't just go off the looks of certain people. That's why you have to read the spirits, okay? Now, if you were to root up the tares, the wheat would also suffer. This lets us know that serpent seed can look like the seed of the woman. The enmity of Genesis 3:15 will best be manifested when both the serpent seed and the woman seed are found together. So that's what we're at right now. We're finding out, more about here. Right, we're finding more right now because we're all mixed in together. So again, the enmity of Genesis 3:15 will best be manifested when both the serpent seed and the woman seed are found together. Let's look at that word enmity. Let's look up that word enmity real quick. Enmity. Okay, enmity, and it's synonymous hostility, animosity, and animus. All indicate deep-seated dislike or ill will. So when the wheat and the tares are living together, one is going to hate the other. The enmity of the serpent seed, okay, the tares against the wheat. The hatred from Satan's seed, against the Most High's chosen seed. So again, the enmity or hatred of Genesis 3:15 will best be manifested when both the serpent's seed and the woman's seed are found together. Have we not seen that right now? Are we not looking at the hatred being pushed on the Most High seed? Just their actions alone. You don't have to just go off of looks or skin color, just the actions of the serpent seed. How much hate and vitriol they have against the Most High's chosen people. See, our people, the so-called black people, brown people, we want to get along. We've always wanted to get along. Even if we've been treated like garbage, we still are like, okay, well, we forgive you. Let's go forward. But the serpent seed just takes it a step further. They just keep taking it a step further and expect to be forgiven and expect for us to love us. This is showing you just by actions alone, you can see who's the Most High's chosen seed and Satan's seed. Satan's seed has no remorse for what they do. They're all about killing, rape, rob, murder, stealing. That's them. That's what they are. We've been nothing but loving, but our love and compassion can only go so far. So like I said, just look at the history. Look at all the slavery. Look at all the horrible things they did to our people. Look at how they've stolen our knowledge and understanding of who we are, our lands are, our language, everything. Sold our women, sold our men, sold our children. And we, after that, we still loved you. But us having to grow up together, that shows you which seed you're dealing with. The fact that we have been forced to grow up together. So again, I'm going to read that part again because it's just that important. The enmity of Genesis 3:15 will best be manifested, okay, when both the serpent's seed and the woman's seed are found together. Historically, the serpent seed has followed the seed of the woman throughout all nations of the earth. That is absolutely huge. That the serpent seed is going to be going around and following the woman's seed, following the Most High's seed. So again, historically, the serpent seed has followed the seed of the woman throughout all nations of the earth. Now, see, we found out about America, and we knew then that the serpent seed came over here and destroyed the 10 tribes, took over their lands, hid everything they found over here, hid who these people were, but they followed them to the Americas. So now we can tell, who are the serpent seeds, because they mingle. They come in, take over the land, and then they mingle. Just like in the statue in the book of Daniel, the foot and the clay, the iron and the clay mingling. That was the Roman revival and empire coming over here, mingling. Now, we used to think that it was all about the Romans and over there in the so-called Middle East, right? We used to think that was all, them right there. But now we can take a look at it again. We got two legs, right? We got two islands, right? Two islands, right? Britain, Ireland, all those lines, the Scots, everything over there. The Romans went in, took over that land as well, mingling themselves with our people, taking over our lands. Then all of a sudden, they're the British. They're the Irish. And I'm looking at some of these people who are breaking down some of these readings from these other books. And they talk about, the ancient Irish. Well, you say the ancient Irish as if you guys were the ancient Irish. You guys were not the ancients. That's why your languages are so different. You came over following the Most High's chosen seed, taking over the lands, and then calling yourselves that people. You do the same thing in the Americas. You're doing the same thing all over the world where the Most High has given us lands. We're going to get into that even later on. But that's why this is so very important. I didn't realize that. Yes, we know that we were there. We didn't know how many thousands of years we were there. We didn't know that they had the records like they have now, the annals, which are pretty much just a breakdown of events that are happening year by year by year. They've been anglicized by the Indo-Europeans, and they just, everyone's taking a little bit of our heritage and taking it for themselves. That's what's been going on. And now at the end, the Most High is bringing this knowledge and understanding out into the world. So again, this is really important, okay? Historically, the serpent seed has followed the seed of the woman, or the chosen people, throughout all nations of the earth. So who has been going around following the Most High's chosen people? Who's been doing that? Who's been going around following them everywhere? It hasn't been us. There's been a certain group of people that's going around following the Most High's chosen seed all over the earth, throughout all nations of the earth, not just America, all nations, all over the earth. It says the tares always appear among the wheat or the good seed, like a field of wheat. You could not remove the tares from this field without uprooting the wheat. You cannot remove the seed of the serpent without uprooting the seed of the woman. So now it starts to make a lot more sense. That we were now realizing that even these lands that they have, said were theirs the whole time. They've been they've been there. They're the ancient Irish. They're the ancient British. They're the ancient Europeans. Well, now that lie is being torn down as well. That lie is being torn down and being shown to have no basis. Because there's been a people that were there thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of years before you guys got here, who had great societies. And because of us falling off, you were given the opportunity to take these lands over. And it said you were going to follow the Most High's chosen people worldwide, all over the place. And that's exactly what you've been doing. And hiding all of the history and hiding all of the information until now. Because now the Most High is bringing it all out. So we get a much better understanding of how things were before and how the Most High used you to bring us down and to steal our identity and to steal everything from us. But we know that the Most High is now working to reverse those actions and bring us back to the head and the other nations to be the tails. So I think that's a lot of information right there in that one paragraph, showing the hatred that the other nations have for us. That shows you who the serpent seed is and the Most High's chosen seed, and the fact that there's a group of people that just follow the chosen seed all over the world, and they end up assuming their identities and end up, just pretty much talking, showing everybody that the people that were here before didn't know anything, diminishing our accomplishments, hiding our books, hiding our information. Now it's up to you to figure out, which people fit what. That's where we're at right now. All praise is to the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother, who is wisdom, who is Holy Spirit. Acknowledgement to Yahushai. Shalom.